Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Omboko Milemba is wearing 3 hats. Number 1, he's the current Mhaya Member of Parliament. And number 2, he's the current serving ANC Secretary General. Then number 3, he is the current Kupet National Chairperson who was elected among the leaders in the year 2021. So they're serving up to the year 2026. And now, using his position as the Kupet National Chair, Omboko Milemba decided to go to Homa Bay, where teachers were holding their national tournament. And imagine what he said. He decided to address the teachers. But then, in his address, Omboko Milemba was trying to defend William Ruto on the issue of affordable housing. And he did not stop there. He went further to confirm to the teachers that he voted to support that financial bill on the housing, and he had his own reasons. After that, this is what Omboko Milemba was subjected to in the hands of fellow teachers. Remember, he's also a teacher by profession.
Listen to me for only 2 minutes. That I am, we shall be watching football here. And currently in Kupet, I'm the striker who is actually looking for the ball to the teacher.
How did you vote? You voted yes, why? Why did you vote yes? Okay, Kwenda. How you voted yes? Kwenda, Okodua. Okodua, Omboko Milemba, Okodua. You voted yes. We don't want you. Okodua ri. What did you say? You voted yes. Okodua ri ni Okwende. Aende huko. Aende huko.
We are starting the finals and we are already getting late. I'm told that you will eat out.
Now, we are continuing with the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, it is better we clarify things here. Don't be misled and think that it was Homa Bay residents chasing Omboko Milemba. No, these are professional teachers who serve in the same capacity as a teacher. Omboko Milemba is also a teacher, as we said. So, it was teachers chasing one of their own. In fact, their national chairperson being chased. Just because of justifying an act of voting to support a bill that was unpopular. So he thought he's a welcomed guest because he's a leader in the teachers' union. So anything he bring, like I told what he will say, he thought teachers are going to buy into that. Remember, even teachers are among the civil servants who are going to be affected by the 1.5% on the housing. That means every month they will be deducting 1,000. So Omboko Milemba did not give the reason why it was necessary for him to support this bill and how teachers are going to benefit from it. Because in real sense, this one is a scam. But we know he voted because of his own interest. Number one, he is in Kenya Kwanza through ANC party. Number two, ANC is in Kenya Kwanza coalition, so they have to support that bill. So those are the reasons why he was supporting the financial bill. It is personal interest, but not the interest of teachers. So Omboko Milemba and the Francis Atwoli, they are just the same. But then there is a message here, not even for Omboko Milemba, but for William Samoei Ruto. This is how those members of parliament he threatened to support the financial bill are going to be treated across the country. I think Omboko Milemba should just serve as an example. And people should read something from this. If your member of parliament supported the financial bill and he come to you trying to justify this, he must just be treated the same way Omboko Milemba has been subjected to. Because beside representing a Muhaya constituency, Omboko Milemba still stands in the gap to represent teachers. In fact, he's among the people who are in high-ranking level of leadership in the national government. If you talk about the issue of Kupet, at least he has a position as a politician also, who serves somewhere in a place where he has a chance of influence to speak on behalf of teachers. Instead, the same way Jalango betrayed content creators is the same way Omboko Milemba betrayed teachers. Then they want to come and justify the impunity. People are saying no. Wangekuwa na watu wengine tungeelewa ya kwamba Omboko Milemba hakupigiwa kura kule Homa Bay, it was somewhere else. We could understand it. But then these are fellow teachers whom Omboko Milemba also need their support. But they're telling him, no, we're not with you. You betrayed us. You can't come here and start addressing us. It can't work that way. Just pack and go. So now you can understand. It is clear in as much Ruto has forced his way to have the bill go through. The reality is that Kenyans understand what it means for this bill. They are not comfortable with it. They know they're going to suffer about it. And therefore, this is the result that has already started before even the bill come into operation. Because inaenda kwanza, wakati Ruto ataweka tu kidole yake pale yake signature, next month inaanza kuwa operational. So, teachers are telling Omboko Milemba, no. And by then, they should not stop from there. In 2026, they will have another election. The best way for teachers to do is to make sure that they are kicking Omboko Milemba from the leadership of Kupet as the national chair. In that way, then it will be very clear. They cannot be led with someone who has appetite of his own personal interest, but not bearing in mind that beside being an higher member of parliament, he still carries the mantle of representing teachers. And he is on a better position where there is a chance to at least convince other members of parliament on the reason why they should support teachers' position on the issue of housing. He refused. Sasa hii ndio mambo wanakutana nayo. Ruto has made the situation very hard for members of parliament, and it is a political lesson they have to learn. You don't just follow someone blindly just because he's the president or you are getting a kickback here and there. What you have to understand is that the people you represent, they can at one point turn against you. And this is the reality. So revolution will automatically start like this. And for revolution to succeed, it will need the middle class to be part of that movement. And when we talk about middle class, we're talking about people who are in employment, people who are running serious business, people who are in a position of influence. So teachers are civil servants. And when they start this kind of behavior, registering the disgruntlement, rejecting William Ruto and his close allies, protesting against whoever turned against them, then revolution starts like that. It means they don't want to associate with anyone who was in agreement with what William Ruto has subjected Kenyans to. Hiyo ndio matunda. Sasa mbunge yake akikuja kule mashinani, uliza yeye kwanza ulipiga kura aje? Na wengi walipiga yes. So akishapiga hiyo kura, wewe ulisupport hiyo msaada? Haya, kando. Tafuta mbunge mwingine mlete hapa. Because you can't support a bill that is meant to double the taxation in the country, removing it all the way from 8% to 16%. Hawakuogopa. Hata wangeogopa tu Mungu peke yake. Hawaogopi Mungu. Ndio maana walipiga hiyo, kwa sababu kama unaogopa Mungu basi ungejali ubinadamu. What is the human in these people? There's no humanity. They don't care if you're going to buy unga at 200 shillings. They don't care if you're going to buy sugar at 200 shillings per kilo. What they care is about serving the interest of their master. As long as they have their kickbacks, that is done. So it is high time for members of parliament to avoid falling into someone's threat. Because the question is, will William Ruto come to Emuhaya and vote for Omboko Milemba? Will he come to a constituency and make a decision to vote for a member of parliament? He can only convince you. But if people cannot buy into his word, then what will happen? You convince people, they refuse you. Because already you have subjected them to a lot of trouble. Now Ruto is unpopular. You can only be popular when your people who support you are accepted on ground. But if most of them are being rejected on ground, that's how you become unpopular. So we can say that already among teachers, Ruto has lost a constituency. This constituency is the teachers in this country. Now Kupet is speaking their mind. If you think it's a joke, it is only not in Bomet, sorry, not only in what? In Homa Bay. It is teachers across the country, and the rest are going to follow the same. That is the current political situation in this country.